Honda 1300, 1969 to 1972. The Honda 1300 was introduced for the first time a few days before the 1968 Tokyo Motor Show, and it was a unique high-performance compact car built to compete with the well-established car manufacturers of that time in Japan, like Toyota less than Nissan, Mazda, or Mitsubishi. The main focus in the development was the air-cooled engine, as Soichiro Honda believed this type of engine would win in front of the water-cooled, as it has fewer components and less weight. Honda used over 200 new patents for this new air-cooled aluminum engine, with the most important being the duo-dyne air cooling system. The engine had a double wall and used oil cooling, inspired by the Honda Formula One engine, and used a dry sump instead of a wet sump, which limited the power loss or oil deterioration. However, this new type of air-cooled engine, different from traditional ones, proved to be costly and heavy, losing the advantages of the traditionally air-cooled engines, which are cheap and simpler and require lower maintenance. However, the engine performance was unseen, being the most powerful in the 1300cc class. The sales started in June 1969, only as a sedan, and it was slightly different from the one presented in 1968, with a longer rear. It was offered with 4 trim levels: Standard, Deluxe, Custom, and S, with 2 engine versions, one called 77 with the 1.3-liter engine developing 100 horsepower, while the sporty one called 99 had a higher compression ratio and 4 carburetors, developing 115 horsepower. The engines were mated with a 4-speed manual transmission. A 3-speed automatic transmission was also available with a detuned single carburetor engine that develops 80 horsepower. Price started from 488,000 yen for the base 77 version and topped at 710,000 for the most expensive version called 99 Custom. A station wagon prototype has been also presented, called Van, but it never went into production. Late in 1969, the base engine power output dropped to 95 horsepower for the 77 and to 110 for the 99 to provide more torque at lower revs. In November 1970, the sedan was slightly changed, with round headlights and a new instrument panel, while the 99 models were dropped as the sedan retained only the base engine. The coupe version was introduced in 1970, with a differently styled exterior and interior, using the same engines but different name designations, with the base engine called Coupe 7 and the sporty engine version called Coupe 9, the latter one with a top speed of 185 km per hour. The automatic version was also available for the 1300 Coupe. Since 1971, the Coupe went through minor changes. The name 1300 was dropped and only the Coupe name is retained. It has been also reorganized into 2 different series. The first one with 4 headlights is called the Dynamic Series, available in 4 different trims: the SL, the GT, the GL, and the GTL. While the other was called Golden Series, and it was available in 3 different trims: Standard, Deluxe, and Custom. In total, about 106,000 units have been built, with less than 1% of them sold outside Japan. The model has been replaced by the Honda 145, which was an evolution of the Honda 1300, with a facelifted design and a water-cooled engine instead of the air-cooled one.